You may have a dream. You may even know your purpose. But if you don't control yourself, you will never control your future. Self-mastery is not a suggestion, it is the requirement. And yet, most never even realize how much of their mind is not their own. Welcome back to Mindset Radar. In this chapter of Napoleon Hill's Own Your Own Mind, we explore the missing piece that makes purpose powerful: mastery over self. In Chapter 1, we discovered the secret of definiteness of purpose, the need for a clear, burning vision. But let me ask you something. What good is a powerful engine if no one's at the wheel? Purpose is your destination. Self-mastery is the control panel. Without it, you'll veer off course every single time. This chapter reveals how our thoughts, emotions, and habits either fuel our success or quietly sabotage it. Mastery over self is not about suppressing emotion. It's about commanding it. Hill defines it simply. Self-mastery is the ability to take possession of one's own mind and direct it to ends of one's own choice. That means you're not reacting to the world. You're not ruled by fear, anger, or impulse. You are deliberate, disciplined, and decisive. And in today's world of distractions and emotional manipulation, that's more radical than ever. Here's the paradox. Your greatest energy comes from your emotions, but your greatest downfall can come from the same source. Hill warns us, unchecked emotions lead to poor judgment, broken relationships, and missed opportunities. Consider this. How many people have ruined careers from one angry outburst? How many have abandoned their dreams in a moment of fear? Self-mastery isn't about being cold. It's about being strategic. It's about choosing when, how, and why you respond. Because if you don't lead your emotions, they will lead you. Habits are invisible chains, or they're invisible wings. Hill reminds us, any thought that is held in the mind and backed by emotion becomes a habit of thought, and habit dominates action. Let that sink in. Your actions follow your dominant thoughts, and your thoughts follow your habits. So, if you want mastery over your life, start with mastery over your daily rituals, morning routines, the food you eat, the way you speak, the words you allow in your mind, who you surround yourself with. It's all shaping your mental environment, either for self-mastery or self-destruction. Let's look at what self-mastery looks like in the real world. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor, faced war, betrayal, and disease. Yet his personal journal, Meditations, reveals calm, clarity, and emotional control. His thoughts guided an empire. Nelson Mandela, 27 years in prison, humiliated, broken, but not mastered. He emerged not bitter, but visionary. He chose reconciliation over revenge. That is self-mastery on a world-changing scale. You. Think of a moment when you lost control. What did it cost you? Now imagine if you had stayed centered, calm, clear. That's self-mastery. That's what separates the dreamers from the achievers. That's the version of you this chapter demands. Hill identifies three main enemies of self-mastery. First, fear, especially the fear of criticism. Fear paralyzes growth. Second, overindulgence, whether in food, pleasure, or comfort. Overindulgence weakens will. Third, indecision. the silent killer of dreams. The longer you hesitate, the more control you lose. These are not quirks, they are mental viruses. And the antidote? Clarity of thought, emotional discipline, and consistent action. Self-mastery begins when you say, I am the sole commander of my mind, and I will not surrender it to weakness. Hill doesn't leave us in the dark. He gives tools. First, daily reflection. Ask, where did I give up control today? Then, correct it. Second, mental diet. Only consume ideas, messages, and voices that align with your highest self. Third, delayed reaction. Pause, breathe, then respond. Not everything deserves a reaction. Fourth, definite decisions. Decide with intention, revisit, realign, but always move forward. Fifth, autosuggestion. Use affirmations. Train your subconscious to obey your higher mind. You don't become a master overnight. You become one every day through conscious repetition. If you want to own your mind, you must observe your mind. Watch your first thoughts and stress, patterns when no one's watching, and excuses that sneak in and sabotage action. Then break them, rewire them, create new defaults, replace weakness with strength, replace distraction with intention, and replace reaction with response. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be aware and committed to mastery. Hill stresses the power of your environment. If you're around chaotic, reactive people, you will become chaotic and reactive. If you're around focused, self-directed thinkers, you will level up, audit your world, clean your space, turn down the noise, and raise your standards. Your mind absorbs whatever surrounds it. So surround it with clarity, order, and growth. Now, imagine this. You're tested. Life throws chaos at you, but you remain focused, calm, and decisive. People around you panic, but you lead. Not because you're fearless, but because you're trained. Self-mastery makes you unstoppable, not because you avoid adversity, but because you own yourself inside it. Without self-mastery, your dreams are fragile. With it, they are inevitable. Definiteness of purpose shows you where to go. Mastery over self is what ensures you get there, no matter the storm. And as Hill says, you may control your own mind. You have the power to choose what enters it, what stays, and what it creates. That's not a metaphor. It's a fact. And it's the foundation of every great life. In Chapter 3, Learning from Adversity, Hill teaches us how to turn life's greatest challenges into our greatest advantages. If Chapter 2 gave you the weapons, Chapter 3 is the battlefield. If you want more than just motivation, if you want transformation, own your own mind. Leave your comments below and subscribe to Mindset Radar. Turn on notifications and stay tuned.